Welcome back to ShineSnark. I'm Logan.
I'm Andy.
Headed after bits of Zoltun Kulle, I guess.
Collect my body. Kind of sounded like Zorak there.
So, as a definite, obvious ally of our efforts, he is an ancient wizard who has left parts of his blood in an evil desert full of bones, so that he can be revived and become immortal, as most good guys do.
Logan, come here. Wait for it. Wait for it.
He didn't do it.
He just
He normally cackles like a madman every time he leaves, but this time he just kind of faded out.
That's hardcore trolling by Zoltun Kulle.
You thought I was going to maniacally laugh, did you?
Oh.
Oops. This is a cool zone.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite zones. It's the elephant graveyard from The Lion King. Oh wow, we found it immediately. That's nice.
I couldn't tell you exactly where it was, but I'm glad you found it.
Okay, wait for it. Come on. Come on, Kulle. Come on.
We'll meet again, Neffel Spider-Man.
He's like, it's so odd. Everything he says, like, I don't like disagree with him. They keep trying to paint him as power mad and bad, and that's why they ripped his body to bits to seal him away. And
like,
you know what?
We happen to know the effects of trying to be a better person generally ends up in massive amounts of death.
Oh my
in this
God, yes.
universe. Yeah. I mean, we from history we know that fact. Like anytime someone tries to be more awesome than they are, they just end up being evil. But we're not shown it in this game. We're just told that this guy who did it before is, still a bad guy.
He's a bad person, and you shouldn't trust him. And I'm like, he seems like he's helping us.
Seems like he knows what's up, man. And we're fighting demons and angels who none of them care if we live or die.
Yeah, I mean, Imperius specifically is like, fuck all humans. I don't give a shit. I'm Imperius.
He's basically the bender of the high heavens.
I'm back, baby! Does that make Tyrael fry? Because that's a bit tragic.
Aw, that's cute.
Because justice is a pretty stupid concept to give to an angel. I mean, you had a decent argument for it, like we were talking about it, and I was like,
it's like if all the angels have their different like elements or whatever, then it makes sense that justice is the one that the good guy has, because justice is the most like morally ambiguous, it's an ambiguous concept. So it makes sense that the guy who's all into justice is pro-humans, because humans are ambiguous.
By the way, before people go
your thing!
Oh my God, where is he?
Got him! Overpoweredness comes to my aid. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
What was I talking about? Oh God, what was I talking about? We were talking about
confusion blocks your memory.
The Angiris Council. The reason why getting a tie vote would kill humanity is because they had already given the order to kill it, and the vote was to change the decision. And if they had gotten a tie, that would mean that bureaucracy would keep it from being reversed, and they would just. Oh, I love this sound.
So basically, Imperius is just Kevin Spacey from House of Cards.
Essentially. But
lamer.
At once more physically intimidating and thus less spiritually intimidating, which is pathetic for somebody who is supposed to be a paragon of virtue. Owned as shit, Imperius. And what about the blue balls? We're told we're gonna fight him 8 times.
Yeah, just maybe they're saving him for another game. I don't know. They're really setting up the angels as being just as bad as the demons in this game. So it makes sense if in the next one they.
In Diablo 4.
Diablo 4.
Mm-hmm. Brrr. Brrr. My entire build as a nun is explosion based.
I love that you decided that beyond all shadow of a doubt, you are a nun.
What? Am I not?
You are now.
Yeah, that's great. I am the nunniest nun. You can call me the mother extremely superior. I'm thinking of dropping one of my abilities because it's not getting me where I need to be. Let me think about this. I got a new rune for Condemned when I leveled up just now. You might be interested in
I
it.
leveled up too. What did I get?
My ability... Turn off your skills thing for a minute so you can see this.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Instead of charging an explosion, I just explode. That's it. That's the ability.
I can see the draw there.
It's quite cool.
Tempest Rush, still stupid.
Tragedy.
From the heavens I fall!
But as we established earlier, heaven isn't really that great in this universe.
Yeah. Like, what are the myths of the various like beliefs in Diablo of like what happens to people when they die? Does anyone have an idea of that?
Oh, there's all kinds of things that happen.
Like we see spirits, but they're never in a great, happy place.
Yeah, they're always getting killed and murdered. Their souls are getting murdered. That's how terrible this place is.
Yeah, I guess since we see people, I don't know. In Diablo 2, we see humans like chained up to shit in hell, but we go to heaven in this game and
tortured souls.
Spoilers again. There are no people.
Yeah,
souls or otherwise.
Maybe they become angels eventually. In which case, it would kind of make sense that Tyrael just became one. It is really stupid that he tore off his own wings in heaven. Like.
Let's make my fall from grace as literal and painful as possible.
For all parties involved. It's very ridiculous. Oh, hey.
Oh.
It's blood.
So what is this? It's like a jar of blood?
It's a floating phylactery. Phylactery of blood.
Oh.
It's
oh, hey.
my blood! He punched out all my blood.
Yeah, I love that ability.
What?
My seven-sided strike.
Yeah, you murdered that guy post-haste. Not pre-haste, and not normal haste.
Oh, Kane's been here, so that's something.
In the vault of the assassin? Does that...
Yep.
I guess
that's
Kane's
canon.
the assassin.
Oh yeah, maybe Kane killed him. That makes some sense.
No. No. Tragically.
It would make no sense.
Tragically, it would make absolutely no sense. So, let me continue with my diatribe on the plot of Diablo 2, getting to the only part of really any significance in the story beyond killing Diablo and such. You killed Mephisto in Act 3, you killed Diablo in Act 4. You destroy their soul stones so that they are permanently, like, extinguished, but trapped in this, kept in the soul stones is the idea. You know, we don't know how, but this black soul stone we're looking for, it totally absorbs all of the lords of hell into it. And it does not. We don't know why that happens. It just does. They never justify it or anything. And
yeah,
honestly,
I was confused about that. That's like the only thing that really they needed to make sense, and it doesn't. The rest of the stuff that they spent a long time explaining, like why the Oryx back as the Skeleton King, all that crap, like we don't really care.
It's horseshit.
But the one thing that like kind of needs to make sense doesn't.
That's the story. Chris Metzen.
It feels like fan fiction more than anything. It's like they don't want to mess with the things that have already been established.
This is the Mormonism of Diablo. No offense to any Mormons out there, but
your religion is stupid.
Most people's religions have some stupid parts to them, so I don't get upset about the wacky parables that they use to justify the original following of their religion.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fine,
whatever.
I guess.
But not allowing black people to be in any position in the church until the 1970s. Like,
Little
my
late in
dad
the
was
game.
alive before you guys realized that that was okay. That's a little weird. But, I mean, you guys are doing okay. You guys have taken a lot of flack recently because of that musical. But all the Mormons I know are really nice people.
Yeah,
They're better Christians than most Christians.
that's good.
At least in the South. I don't know if Mormons in the North are different.
They're like unicorns.
The
They're
Northern Mormon.
Really inefficient versions of pack animals.
So they don't travel single file because they don't know how to hide their numbers.
Yeah, I can go with that.
Blowing up! Thank you. Cleveland. What was I was going to say something about Diablo being... well, okay, let me just say this. Religion is like Star Wars. The original one, Judaism, Abrahamic religions. Let's say Abrahamic religion, so that way people don't get upset at me blanketing all religion with just Judeo-Christian beliefs. But Star Wars, the original Star Wars, before it was called A New Hope and was just Star Wars, that's Judaism, and it's interesting, and it starts the franchise off with a big hit. The most popular one, of course, though, is Christianity, or The Empire Strikes Back. And then the one that a lot of people have a lot of arguments over, Islam. That's Return of the Jedi.
So the first one they did with the least amount of money, but the most amount of like
Heart.
good sense and heart. The second
But
one
then-
had some of the best backers and people helping out.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one gave people in charge a little bit too much power, and some people went kind of nuts.
Yep. And Mormonism, thus, is very seriously the fanfiction level of involvement that Abrahamic religions are.
Mormonism is like that Star Wars novel that came out before Return of the Jedi, where Luke and Leia kiss in a cave, or like have sex in a cave.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah. And George Lucas was like, "Yeah, this is totally canon," and then he decided that they were brother and sister after that, and then
Yeah.
I changed my mind. It's
Ooh,
not-
aren't they? Didn't you say that they were calling all the novels that happen after Return of the Jedi not canon, but they're calling it
Legacy, or no, Legends.
Legends?
Yeah. So like the thing with like what's
Mara
that blue dude's
Jade.
name? Yeah, Mara Jade and the evil general guy.
Grievous?
No, he's blue. The blue guy.
I don't know. Max Rebo?
He's the race is called Chiss. He's a god.
I
Losing-
kiss you!
I'm losing nerd cred by the second.
I
Damn,
don't know.
what's that guy's name?
I think you're holding steady.
Is it,
The very fact that you're
I think he's a Moff something.
the very fact that you're upset that you for forgetting this detail, and in kind you're going over all the details you do know. Ooh, I'm full up. We need to
Oh, you're right. When we come back,
just get out of it. When we come back, we'll be back in this cave, done with all of our stuff. Until then, my planet needs me.
where'd he go? It's a bird. Oh, I can't see anything.